So let's talk a little bit about adjusting size and rotation of clips. We're going to again be using the sun clip on the sun track in our project here. And we have our anchor point fixed from the last movie. Let's first talk about size. We adjust size with a property called scale. By default, we're at 100%. Typically, you don't want to go above 100% because as you can see here, the lines start getting a little blurry, a little soft. Actually, I'll resize this maybe so we can get this a little bit bigger. So our other layers are a little bit more sharp, and our layers that go above 100% again start getting a little fuzzy on the edges and start losing the resolution. So while we can scale this down, and that's totally legal, try not to scale above 100%. I'm just going to manually click in here and take this to 100%. There's also the uniform scale value. And actually, I could click this little chevron that points to the right to expand this. And I want to uncheck uniform scale, and that allows us to adjust height and width independently. So we could scale width and scale height again independently. I'm just going to take this back to 100% and scale width to 100% as well, and then check uniform scale again. Now, it's important to note that if we had tweaked our anchor point and made it kind of in a weird spot like this where it's not in the center, then when we scale, we get kind of unexpected results because again, scale and rotation both happen from that anchor point. So as we scale up and down, it scales up and down to that anchor point, which looks a little bit different if you're not planning on it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and undo that until we get the anchor point back in the center. And as we talked about last movie, we can click on the value for rotation, click and drag to the right, and that will move this in a clockwise direction. If we want to move this in a counterclockwise direction, then we take the rotation value to a negative number. Now, later on in this training series, again, we'll be talking about how to animate all these properties, how to change them over time. So something might scale up and down, or something like the sun might continuously rotate throughout the duration of the timeline. And every property that has a little stopwatch here can be animated. So just be aware as you are working in Premiere and you see these little icons, just know that that is Premiere's way of telling you that this property can be animated. It can be changed over time.